with that drenching of the rain, everything just looks so much more brighter. Check out these tulips that are here in the corner, and just all of the different perennials and shrubs now get a chance to really soak in that water and start to really grow into what they need to be. I love the brightness of these red tulips here filling this bed, and because of that rain, this whole area, this whole section is going to come alive. You're going to love it. I love the ground covers, and I just love the flowers here, the little bleeding hearts. And the other thing that is part of this garden too, when we got here, were these purple violets. And at one point the whole garden was so filled with them, and I'm glad to see them revive here in this space and throughout the garden. I've been just really trying to cultivate it. I really love the woodland look in my garden, under all of these beautiful trees. Now in this side garden, this side receives a lot of sun, so I am planning on planting a lot of the food in this bed here, in this area. And I have planted also the strawberries here. It seemed like I had moved them too quickly from where they were, and they weren't getting enough sun, so I decided to transplant or move them, the stackables, over here in this side of the garden so that they'll get both morning and afternoon sun. Some of the strawberries, like I think the ones that were transplants, that they have actually maintained and look much more healthier than the original ones, but I'm not counting them out. I think that they will end up coming back, and I'm just waiting out the time. But then what I will do is replace the ones that do not respond, do not grow. So for example, in this bed, those two, they look like they're done for. But this and this one looks really good. And then I have this one here. Looks like that one has died out. There might be a little life in that one. I'm not sure. This one is alive here. So we'll see how things go with that. But I did decide to plant the orange mint here in this container, and the apple mint in this one. Earlier, what I did was that I had some seedlings here, well, actually some seeds from the zinnia, and I planted them out here And so we'll wait and see and if the zinnias that came from the garden will seed and produce. So I'm glad for the rain because I didn't water them in, and we'll see what happens. Eventually, if I do get seedlings and they grow up, then what I'm planning on doing is transplanting the zinnias from this section to different parts of the garden. But right now we can see that the lemon balm is growing in. We have some more lemon balm here as well. And this is sage. Sage is looking really good. The sage. And over here, what I wanted to show you, that the radishes that I had planted over in March, I believe, or turnips. Yeah, the turnips, the carrots, the radishes. Yeah, so here the radishes there. They're coming up. And we can definitely see the turnips, the carrots. You can see the row carrots. Over here I planted the California poppies. And they're coming up there, the California poppies. And the beets. These are beet seeds. Right there, those are beet seeds coming up. So the beets are coming up as well. This is another sage plant. I just moved it from that bed. That's from last year and put it in the corner. It looks really good there. And then we have some more radishes. I don't see the carrots. Well, there are a few carrots. You can see the carrots intermingled there. And kale. These are the kale that's coming up here, along with other things as well. So as they grow in, we will weed out the things that aren't productive. Now I had mint here. So this is spearmint from last year and the chocolate mint growing in from last year. Now this is what excites me right here, this section. This is from the Dollar Tree seeds that they had there for microgreens. And I just had some left back and I just sprinkled them here. So these are the seeds from the microgreens, which are actually literal plants, little seeds. What I'm hoping is that they will continue to grow up and this will be a greens bed and I can actually eat the salad, create salads from this. And you can see the different types of leaves here, and we'll be able to identify them and pick the greens. I have these garden bean bush blue lake 47 burpee seeds, and I have this packet for about 2 years now, and I am going to plant out these seeds today while the ground is moist, and then later on I will plant out some more. So I'm thinking of a succession of plantings. I'm going to plant this first batch out, and then later on, maybe a month later, plant the next batch of garden beans, string beans, and so on, so that I'll have string beans throughout the season versus just having it at one time. And I think it will work. I think that this will work because it's 58 days to harvest. It says it's container friendly. Let's see. Sow in average soil in full sun after danger of frost, spring to early summer, in rows 18 to 30 inches apart. Sow seeds about 3 inches apart and cover with 1 inch of fine soil. Firm lightly, keep evenly moist. Seedlings emerge in 7 to 14 days. Thin to stand about 6 inches apart when seedlings are 1 to 2 inches tall. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sow them now, and in 7 to 14 days I should see some germination going on there, and then I'll be able to harvest by late June possibly, and then I can sow the next batch of seeds too. I think this is a good idea, especially now while I'm waiting for the warm weather vegetable crops to come in. I am going to plant out some string beans, dill, beets, and kale here in this garden area. I am over by what was the herbal garden, herbal tea garden, and since I see here that these have done very well, the turnips, beets, carrots, seedlings, I decided that I am going to plant some more while we wait for the tomatoes and the peppers to come out. So I've decided that I'm going to plant the beets here in a row, right here in this beautiful compost, and let them live here for now. And then when they're finished, I can pull them out. So here are the seeds, and they're nice and big, so it's going to be easy for me to just drop these seeds here. In the ground. I don't know what that is. And I'm just going to cover it in lightly. Cover them in. And definitely mark it so I'll remember that they are here. So I think I'll put it right here. That's my row of string beans. So I'm going to do another row on this side here of the string beans. I think it'll look cute. Since I have more seed. I actually have enough seed that I think that I can go all around this bed. That would be cute, I think. So let me just carry the seed all around the bed. I have this left. So hopefully they will come in and I will have string beans. All right, so what I'm going to do is just now cover them in. It rained last night, so the ground is moist, and this is compost that I purchased. So they're being planted directly in the compost. Oops. It has been very dry here, but I'm so thankful for the rain because now it allows me to seed in these vegetables now. So I have seeded in the string beans all the way around, and that's good. So I think I'm going to just add the kale and the beets. So these are the beets, and the beets are a little more easier, I think. Let me put this down so that I can. the dill seeds are a little bit more refined. So I am just going to scatter them in this area amongst the onions, and these are the forget-me-nots. So I'm going to just scatter them in here with them, because the dill seeds are very, very small. Do you see that? They're very delicate. So let's see how well I can do this. I think I'm going to have to put it in my hand. Oh my goodness. It pretty much just flew out of my hand. But I'm going to just kind of press it in here. And we'll see what comes of it. In this area, I'm planning on planting my tomatoes. This is going to be the tomato bed. I'm going to plant all types of tomatoes here. And the reason why is because they get good sun, and it's a warm spot. It will get the morning sun coming from this way, and it will also get the evening rays as well, the last of the sun. This month of May has a lot to offer us as gardeners as we seed our different perennials and vegetables and things, but also as we transplant. And so I just am encouraging you to continue to sow seeds on a regular basis now. Now's the time to sow those seeds, to find different places to put your plants, and build up your soil with compost and other things. But don't be afraid to go ahead and try new things, as well as remember that the lessons that you have learned and that you've learned from others, to apply them. Now's the time to follow through. And I'm not just talking to you, but I'm talking to myself as well. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.